Correct.
We were on a trip, the whole family. We pulled off specifically to play pickleball and stretch our legs. And there's this guy. He had to be an octogenarian. He was in his 80s for sure. And I think he was even in jeans.
Yeah, he was just
Uh,
hitting the ball.
yeah, and he just came over and got into our mix.
Yes.
And so one of our kids had to sit out. And there's no polite way to be like, "Hey, guy, this
And then when we started playing again, he just sat and watched us and said the score.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Pickle Me This. Be sure to subscribe, comment, and like so you'll be notified when new episodes drop every Saturday morning. You definitely don't want to miss them. Also, your support helps other pickleball enthusiasts find us too. Everyone has a story.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at Stefanie. I'm seeing her crack it up. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Pickle Me This. And I'm your host, Deirdre. And today I'm joined by the Big Dink Energy podcast crew, all three of them. Guys, Stefanie and Stefanie. If you know their podcast, you know they bring the trash talk, the laughs, and the realness. But today, they're the ones in the hot seat. We're diving into their story, how they went from picking up paddles for fun to building a whole media brand around this sport, what pickleball did for their relationship, and why they decided that the pickleball world needed to hear what they had to say. So welcome, all three of you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much."
We're so excited. I'm so excited because I appeared on your podcast, but I actually was going to reach out to you anyway. So when Stefanie reached out to me, I think it was right. It was Stefanie. I was like, "Oh, well, let's do it. Let's do each other's podcast."
I know.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, and I know this is turnabout is fair play kind of thing, so I'm fully expecting this to get wild and wacky.
And the reason I was laughing during the intro was because we already had a couple of things happen with getting the studio
You mean
set
the whole
up.
set falling down?
The TV falling and all the curtains we have falling. Yeah.
It got wrapped around my foot. I'm sorry. I
This
took
is-
it down.
Deirdre, this is what I have to work with weekly.
So funny.
We're a hot mess.
You gotta love a good couple of laughs for sure. So let's start with the basics. How long have you all known each other, and what started each of you playing pickleball?
Well, that's a good question. You want to take it?
Yeah. We went to a free clinic, like the free pickleball 101. Me and my family, and we just had a really good time. And then we went to this campground site called Fimfo, and they had pickleball courts. And I was like, oh, I know how to play. And because I'm kind of bossy, I was like, I'm gonna teach everybody because I learned how to do it. And so I took everybody out there and I taught everybody how to play. In retrospect, I taught them a lot of wrong things
Yes.
that I didn't know that I thought I did know. And so then everybody just kind of got hooked, and then we were trying to find places to play again because it was so much fun. And then, oh, that was cool. And then I taught Stefanie. Did I teach you? Yeah, I did. I said, you got to come along and play with us. And then we started learning and we just loved it.
Now, what about how did the three of you meet? Because Stefanie and Guy, you two are married. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
This Stefanie.
Well, what she has done, she's imported a second wife because I need to get extra wifed apparently. So if she's not around, the paddle princess picks up the slack, and I get told what to do and where to be and all that kind of stuff.
And look, she
It's a
even
village.
yes, and she even brought another woman named Stefanie.
Yes.
Yes, so it was easy. Well, I'm a fool most days, so it had to be really easy.
I love it. So Paddle Princess, is that your nickname when the three of you are together?
How did you get your name?
Yes.
Basically it was so that people wouldn't get confused on the two Stephanies because all it is audio. So that way people knew who they were talking.
And she's very extra and princessy and glitter
Yes.
and rhinestones and all of the pretty stuff.
That makes sense. My youngest daughter is like that. How did you all meet?
Well, we met 27 years ago. 27?
No,
25.
It's a long
23,
time.
23,
Yeah, something like
24.
25. And then I've known Steph and I have the Paddle Princess and I have been best friends for 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So before pickleball, if you can imagine that time anymore, what did you all used to do for fun? Like, what was going on in your life before you found pickleball?
Oh, I can speak for me. A ton of work. I was holding 2 full-time jobs, and I still kinda do, and try to fit the pickleball in. And then I was like, "Well, 80 hours a week, there's some hours left over. Let's throw in a podcast and start a whole new business." Um, so, that's what I was doing. These 2, they work together, so
Yeah, we work together, so we're together all the time, pretty much. So we work a lot.
Yeah.
But this has been like super fun and it's given us something to do other than work.
It's been
Whose
fun to
idea
work.
was the Whose idea was the podcast?
I don't know. Well, you and your sister were on a road
Yeah.
trip
And we were like,
across the
maybe we could do
US.
a pickleball podcast. And I was like, whatever. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, because like most of us, pickleball was one of those things like we picked up and we immediately fell in love with it. And
Yeah.
then being an entrepreneur, we're like, how can we businessify this,
Mhm.
and get more of it? But it was necessary for us because it is something that allows us to detach from everything else.
Yeah. I
Makes
just
sense.
really like the sport like a lot. And I've just grown to love the community of people. And I just wanted to be a part of it.
Do you all play together regularly?
As much as possible.
It's usually two of us, sometimes all three of us, but it just kind of depends
Yeah.
on work schedules and that kind of stuff. So my sister and I also play a lot. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Steph and I will play a lot. Guy gets out there whenever he physically can.
Yeah, I'm pending a full knee replacement. No HIPAA violation there. I'll just let everybody know.
Oh,
Put it
wow.
out.
Is that soon?
Yeah, as soon as I can schedule it, I got to get mentally prepared for it because I'm not that old. Well, not according to them, I'm over the hill, but I'm not that old, and I'm pretty active, and I have an active job, so I got to be mentally prepared for it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because it'll take you out of commission for a little while, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely mental preparation for sure. Stefanie, you said pickleball is your fun thing after a lifetime of work being the priority. What was it like to finally have something else that was just yours?
It was exhilarating.
Mhm.
It was freeing. It was something I absolutely needed in this season of my life, for sure. I needed something that I didn't have to organize and, I don't know, lead.
Yep. Tell us about those early days of playing when you all first started playing. Like maybe from each of your perspectives. Like what were you expecting versus what you actually experienced?
I was expecting it to be really easy, and turns out it's not.
It's
And I
not.
really suck at it. but but I just keep going back and keep trying and keep trying.
Yeah, for me, you're talking about the wooden paddle days, 2 paddles
Yes.
and 3 balls in a bag for $29 at Walmart.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we started. And for me, I'd played racket sports. I'd played racquetball in the military, and I played tennis when I was younger. So racket sports weren't new, but this style and the pacing and the size of court were different. So it was interesting, but it was a great way to get out and be physically active and disconnect. And the other great thing is getting into a community of like minded players and people.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
me, it was I thought I was going to be a lot better than I am. Honestly, like this is like the first time in my life that I truly am so bad. Like I was
No, you're
I was
not.
just told the other day like to stop being extra and I need to calm down and I
Nah.
need to be slow and I need to be patient. So I thought I was going to be a lot better. But apparently it's a complete personality shift for me. So it's been good.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
Ooh. Tell us more about the personality shift.
Haha.
Well, I didn't
She's
know
not in charge when she's out there.
I didn't know pickleball was had to be so patient and it's slow and it's not slow, but to be good, you have to know how to do like those slow dinks and be just delicate. And I'm not. I just like to slam it. Anytime it goes 2 inches above the net, I'm like, oh, that's a slam. And
Right into the net.
And so it's been good because it's made me slow down my whole life. It's made me
Mhm.
really look
Yeah.
at different things, different perspective. I had a lesson the other day with a lady named Melissa at Oasis Pickleball Club, and she was telling me things, and I was the most awkward person trying to learn this. And I've been a
No.
coach for like 25 years. And I just looked back, I'm like, is this how I treated my students? Like, no, she was so patient with me. And I don't think I used to be patient with my students. I think I used to expect a lot more.
Oh my gosh. I remember the first time I recorded myself on video. I wouldn't say I'm a great player either, but I was playing okay. And then I recorded, I watched the video. I'm like, is that what I look like? Like you watch the pros and they look so good.
Right?
Oh, it was nothing like that. Yeah. Even my jump to slam it, I'm like, what is that? Ew. Yeah. All fun. Guy, you call it therapy with a paddle.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think people would know by now. I'm a police officer still, a prior military police officer, and so on when I get to do that, I get to disconnect. I get to take that uniform off. I get to put that aside. All the stresses that come along with that, and just be in the moment on the court with people who want to surround you with help and love and care, which doesn't always come in my day-to-day office and work. So it's nice to get out there and connect.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a nice way to disconnect. I look forward to it every day. And then even the days I don't play, I still look forward to it. Even today, I was like, I don't really have time tonight because I knew I was going to record this. I'm like, but maybe I can sneak out there for an hour or two. But then I didn't go because an hour's not enough. Hour's
No.
not
The
enough.
closest court we have is about 45 minutes right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a whole event if we want to go. Like, it has to be planned, and
Yeah.
it's a whole thing.
How often do you play a week? How many
Once.
times a week?
Probably
About once
once.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Yeah, a
That's
couple
a long
hours
drive.
once a week. We can't afford that $17 million house that has 2 pickleball courts quite yet.
Right?
Let's talk about stories from the courts. Let's see. Stephanie shared one about the backwards roll midpoint.
That
It was so beautiful, not on camera, and only one person saw it.
It was glorious. It was glorious. I probably looked like Kung Fu Panda, but I'm just saying, in my mind, I was, I don't know, Simone Biles. So
You're
Well,
gorgeous.
I'll
I
take
mean,
it.
she
Very
is
graceful.
listen, she is a former dancer on tap, not pole.
Not tap. Make you sound like
Jazz-
Gregory Hines.
Cheerleader and gymnast, so I know the backwards roll was spectacular.
It was probably.
I'm sure it's very graceful.
So paint that picture. What happened?
I don't, girl. It happened so fast. I don't really even know.
Well, you were playing in your Crocs.
I was not playing in Crocs. It was at a tournament too, and I don't know. I tripped or something.
Well, we had been on the court for like 4 games in a row.
No, it was like 45 minutes of one game. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It's very, very long. I think the score ended up like 19-17 or something.
Yeah.
And I was just super tired. We had been there forever. And I think I just lost my balance and down I went like the Titanic.
Yeah, the lady that saw it complimented her, said that was awesome. And we had been running video on some of the stuff all day, and just not on that.
Nope, my phone died.
Did you get up right away?
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, in my mind, I did. I don't know though.
Guy says yes.
I didn't see it. You were right behind me, and I turned around. You were up. You popped up into a high V.
Paddle Princess, what about you? What's your most memorable moment on the courts?
I don't know that I have one.
You get to play with Ricky.
Oh,
I do.
And all your serves.
And what about your win at the tournament?
Yeah.
You have a tournament win.
I don't know.
Nice.
You know who doesn't have a tournament win?
This guy.
You know who has? Never mind.
I know. I guess my most memorable moment was watching my husband crash and burn into the net.
Yes,
Oh.
now that is on camera.
That is on camera.
I
That-
do have that on camera.
That's on our social medias.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was the best. And you can see me in the background just so annoyed. I'm like, what are you doing?
And he can't get off of it for a while, so it was
He's just like,
He's just kind of
fantastic.
hanging.
Shout out to you, David. Awesome.
Love you, honey.
Was he running in for like a slam or something? Or it's like a shallow dink?
It was his first time ever playing. He went to the courts with me. He went to open play with me. And he had like kind of run up to the net, and then he looked like he had stopped, but his momentum carried him over, and he just took the net out. It rolled. I mean, it was slow mo, but extremely dramatic. And so I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it
Sounds
was
fun. And what about you, Guy?
It would have to be being sandbagged by these two when I play with them, because I'm a much better player than they are. But they bring me down to such a low level. It's terrible. But they force me to play with them, and it's kind of like Make-A-Wish for both of them to get to play with me.
Okay. Really?
What's the funniest thing that's happened with you guys playing together? Either like 2 of you or 3 of you. Anything fun from that regard?
Yeah, I was saddled with this one.
Yeah,
in
Paddle
a
Princess
tournament.
and Guy were in a tournament together, and they
We
lost every game.
Excuse me.
We did lose every game.
We came in 8th.
Dead last.
No, I think there was 9.
No, we
No.
came in dead last.
Did we come in?
Yes.
Oh, well,
We
we
were
came in 8th, and it was great. Only got pickled in like 3 of the rounds, so
It was
I was.
It was not fun.
The amount of carrying I had to
wasn't
do.
part of that.
The amount of carrying. I know, you just left me.
But I think it's funny because you and I have played together in a tournament, and y'all two have played together in a tournament, and in every tournament, I've gotten
The
mad at
audio's
you,
cutting
and
out.
she's gotten mad at you.
So it's you.
I
You
don't
are
know.
the common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were bickering, and somebody was like, "Are y'all married?" And I was like, "No, he's married to her." And then they were out at the last
See?
tournament.
Well, at the last
bickering.
tournament, he called a ball his and then just stood there.
Literally.
Well, I mean,
I didn't get it.
His
in
knees,
my
his
defense,
knees.
yeah.
His knees.
In my defense,
So we're going for it.
I misspoke. It, in fact, was not mine, as Morgan Freeman would say.
You did not have it.
I did not have it.
So funny. It was just last night I said mine on a ball, and then I barely got it. I was same thing. I was like delayed reaction, and then I hit it into the net. I was like, sorry. That was a
There
bad
was
Oh,
one.
yeah.
no reaction.
No, it came.
No, he
It
just
came
said
straight
that.
at me. I was in the perfect position. I misspoke. I spoke too soon.
I wish we had delayed reaction. It
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
So
zero.
just zip past you.
Yeah. No, it bounced right in front of me. I could have got it on the bounce even. Who knows what happened? I may have had a mini.
Glitched.
I may have had
It's
a mini stroke. I was smelling toast for some reason.
Let's talk about pickleball pet peeves. What are each of your pet peeves?
Here we go. Both of you got this one.
I don't like what we call Pickle Richards for a nice name. A clean podcast name, Pickle Richards, who just think they know it all and want to mansplain or pickle-splain everything to you.
Yes.
Sometimes they're not even men, but and people who just take it too seriously.
Mhm.
Like, that's annoying to me. I just want to
Yeah.
go out there and have fun, and yes, you can be competitive, but you can still have a good time with it.
Yes.
Especially at open play. Like, calm down,
Yeah, calm down. Have a few laughs.
It's just
Smile.
Right?
Some
And
people
the
that
park
don't.
people. Park people are so different.
Mm.
We just realized that on one of our trips. Like, the people at the park, it's a different vibe.
Ooh, how
Mhm.
so?
I feel like they're more cliquey.
They will fight you.
They will, like, I don't know. Every park that we've been to, and we've been to like 40 all over the country,
Wow.
it's just a different vibe. Like, the indoor courts seem to just have a more sense of community where they're like more inviting. But even the last one we went to, they were just like, I don't know.
Except for that one park on our trip to the East Coast where that guy just joined us. He was the only other person at the
I think
park.
he was special.
He was special in
Is
some
that-
ways.
Can
Yeah.
you say that?
He was this guy. It was only us.
Correct.
We were on a trip, the whole family. We pulled off specifically to play pickleball and stretch our legs. And there's this guy. He had to be an octogenarian. He was in his 80s for sure. And I think he was even in jeans.
Yeah, he was just
Uh,
hitting the ball.
yeah, and he just came over and got into our mix,
Just
and so one of our kids had to sit out. There's no polite way to be like, "Hey, guy, this isn't."
and then when we started playing again, he just sat and watched us and like said the score. It was the
Aw.
strangest thing. And then when we left, we're like, we need to call the police department
Yeah,
because
I did. I called the PD to say, "Hey, I do a welfare check on this guy. I don't know what's
yes,
going on
please,
because
because
there's nobody." When we left, there was nobody out there. It was hot. I couldn't tell if he had any water with him. So, just doing the good citizen
that was
thing.
strange.
Yeah,
It was a
Yeah.
strange
that was awesome.
encounter.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Where I play is at a park, and I'm thinking, I don't think we're cliquey. You have to come to
You're part of the clique.
Raleigh.
That's why.
Maybe.
You can't see from the inside.
I mean, we've been to some that are really, really, open and nice,
Yeah.
but like most of the time, like you get there and you're like, how does it work here? Because everybody's different. And like a couple places, the first thing they ask is, what level are you? And you're like, oh, okay, hold on,
Gosh.
And at the last place we went to, that I was like, oh no, we're like a 2.5, 2.6. They're like, you need to be down there. And I was like, okay. But when we go to open play at like indoor courts, it's like, oh, welcome. Maybe it's because they have customer service, somebody to greet you at, up
Yeah.
front, and parks are just like a free for all.
Mm-hmm.
And so somebody will just step in and take that role. And usually it's, a rude person.
Yeah. At our courts, there's only 6 courts. It's like 2 old tennis courts that were converted, and it's owned by the county here. And so anybody can play at any time. And there's pretty much people there literally from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night when the lights
Wow.
go out.
Wow.
But it's packed. But there is no like level of play at any of the courts. And usually when people come in, they're like, oh, come on in. Like, where are you from? If somebody says they're from out of town. So I like
Well,
to
that's
think we're
good.
not like that. Yeah. So there are
Good.
some of us
Yeah.
out there. So that's good.
That
Now
is
you
nice.
scare me because I want to start traveling and playing more. But now I'm scared.
You
No,
just
do
gotta
it.
you just gotta bust in there like you
Yeah,
own the place.
Just barge in.
Like, I've been here like 10 times. You don't remember me? We played so
Yeah.
many times together. Like, that would like totally send me for a loop. I'd be like, I did? And then I'd just be quiet. I would believe him. I'd be like, I did? Okay. Sorry, I don't remember you. Actually, I probably wouldn't say I don't remember you. Pick pet peeves for the other 2. Paddle Princess.
I would have to. We have another name. We have Pickle Richard, and then we have Line Call Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Line Call Lucy's who like to call things that are in favor of that person.
Mhm.
That would be my pickleball pet peeve.
Yeah. Yep. Mine is bringing your. I want to make sure I phrase this right, so I'm not anti-kid, but bringing your kids, toddlers, and just letting them run all over the courts.
Wow.
Hey, let's them get out there, get some fresh air, but let's get some home training first. Let's set the expectations, what's expected, and what will happen if we don't meet the expectations, and keep the courts free, so I don't have to trip over your toddler.
Yeah. Does that happen often?
I've seen it a couple times, and it was just one of those things that just kind of stuck out to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes parents are like, oh, he's okay or she's okay. One time I
Yeah.
was at a brewery. You just remind me of a funny story. One time I was at a brewery and I was playing cornhole with a friend. And it was a big
Adult
indoor.
beanbag toss.
Yeah, adult beanbag toss. My friend and I are playing, but the brewery's packed that day. And there was like some 1-year-old birthday party happening there.
Right.
And this like 2 or 3-year-old comes over and was like running up our board and starts throwing the bean bags off, right? Like in the middle of the
Yeah.
middle of the scope of the game. And first we're cracking up. Parents, we had no idea who this child even belonged to. Like we did it for quite a good 10, 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden the dad finally comes over and says, oh, no, such and such. No. So the kid walks away. So we reset the game. We start playing again. The kid does the same thing, comes over. And then the dad's like, he was off doing his own thing. It was just bizarre to me.
Yeah. Let that kid take a beanbag to the side of the head. You'll figure out who the parents are.
3 kids, right? I've raised 3 kids. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hey,
would
we have
I
2
let
kids.
that happen? Yeah.
We have 2 kids. You want to wander out there and take a beanbag to the head? That's on you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh, so funny. Um, all right. Who's the biggest trash talker amongst the three of you?
I'd say Steph.
Really?
I think
I don't know.
so.
I don't know. I'm pretty good.
You
when
trash
it's us,
talk,
it's
but you
us.
don't really have a reason to trash talk. That's
No, because I like it.
but you're not good enough
Uh,
to do that.
Right. And I'm not
It's
good
not-
enough to do that either.
I'm
So-
good.
He still does.
I'm
That's
good
what
at
makes
trash
it
talking
worse.
though. So
I mean,
if there are trophies for that,
we'll get you one. So you can get for Christmas.
Has pickleball ever caused any real tension between the three of you? Or does it always stay fun?
No, but
Not with me.
I will say it did cause tension, but it only once. And it was when we were trying to record our very first podcast.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
see, that was all 3 of us.
That was all three
That
of
was
us.
all
I,
three.
I was trying to stay out of it.
It
Yeah, she was like the kid that's in the middle of the adult argument.
They're
but
like,
I reeled her
"Well,
in.
What do you think? And I'm like, I'm not. No, don't bring me in the middle.
Reeled
of
her
that.
right in.
Mm-mm,
You're
nope.
you're a third of this. You better get in.
I
And
am
you
not
better have an
getting in
opinion, and it
this.
better be the same as mine.
because when we first did our like the very first one, you know how that is. It was absolutely terrible, and we didn't know what we were doing. We still don't know what we're doing, but we tried
Same.
too
Was
hard,
evident by today.
and we were like trying to say like script things
Yes.
and
we were-
trying to be some people we weren't,
Right.
and it went horribly.
Yep.
Horribly.
That one doesn't even exist.
It doesn't
anymore.
even exist because we had to delete it, which I wish we wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
But
should've kept it.
now we don't script. We just
We just
Yes.
come in
we
and
just
talk
come
like
in
we're
and-
friends.
yeah, it was bad. It was a good hour long of just like
Yeah, we have main points that we want to get to in each segment, but there's nothing scripted. The only thing scripted are the customer reads, the sponsor reads. That's the only thing.
So what caused the tension on the recording the first day? Was it like midway you just knew it didn't sound well? And
No, well, that the equipment was brand new. We didn't even do any test runs with it. I hooked it all up, and so there was tension with that, kind of like we had when we first started.
except we didn't have
Yeah, nothing fell down at that point.
My bad.
And so the equipment was a point of tension. The segments were a point of tension because we were just reading. We had written out everything that we wanted to say. Now I'm a professional public speaker, and so the scripting for me wasn't working. But when you're doing something new like that, if you're not doing it and you're going to be seen in public, well, you want to be professional with it. So that the scripting was written for that.
And I'm not professional most of the time, so it was very difficult for me to try and be professional in that sense.
Or go no, because you run a business and you have systems, and part of that was that conversation about we have a system. So to be as wacky and free as we are, you can't have a strict system for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
literally it ended up just papers flying like the Flash, and we're done, and this is it. We're
Outside on the porch having drinks and then back at it.
I'm just an anxious reader. So when I have to read like a script, like
yeah.
I get the typical like red chest hives. I start sweating and I'm like, all the words start blending together. And it's not me. Like that's just not someone that I am. I don't speak that way. And so everyone was just anxious and frustrated and nervous. And then it turned into a whole thing.
not to mention none of us has ever done it before.
Right.
No.
So
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
just-
been on podcasts and done webinars, training and stuff like that, but never anything like this.
But it was good because it taught us what we didn't want to do.
yeah.
Good
We
learning
didn't
lesson.
want to be those people that read like from a teleprompter. We wanted genuine conversation with each other.
And from that point forward, it's kind of been
It's
just that.
flowed.
It's just that. Like
think
whatever we
that's
say,
great.
we say. Hopefully I don't have to hit the explicit when I upload.
Most of the time.
Most of the time I don't, but sometimes it's him mostly.
What? Absolutely not.
I always wonder how people sound authentic when they read a script because I can't read a script either. It's just it's too hard. It's way too hard.
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of like when I'm on stage, I know what points I want to get to for the group
Yes.
that I'm with, but I'll get a different feeling from an audience, and I'll pivot within the middle of a presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of feeling out what I think they need.
Yeah. How did you come up with a name for your podcast?
Well, I like this. There's a song. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, I got you.
I am very heavy. I like rap music.
You take out the N and put a C in there
I like rap
in
music.
case people weren't following the path.
I think they figured that out.
And I don't know. It's just I thought it was funny, and
I think it is funny.
yeah. But then I feel like there's tons of shirts I probably should have researched and stuff more that other people had said it. I didn't know at the time, but whatever. We'll roll with it.
Yeah, roll with it. I like it. Yeah. You're already building a brand out of it, right? So talk about that evolution. Like, how did you shift from podcast to more?
Well, the funny thing is, we started with balls, pickleballs, which they were dinking balls, and this is born out of the same road trip. So I got to work on that, designing the packaging, designing the ball, and after the first 500 balls, we quickly realized we don't want to be in the ball market. It's too competitive. It's too hard. The margins are so thin on it.
I'm not into
y-
e-commerce.
Yeah, and you can't really compete with a Franklin, when they're
I
giving you
know.
20 balls for like $10.
But they're super fun, and so
They're giveaways.
we love to
Yeah,
give
they're
them away
giveaways
because they're
now.
just kind of gag gifty, so we love to give those away because
They're hilarious.
they're our brand, so
And then we wanted to create kind of a community because pickleball is such a community. So I think I started writing a little bit of a book for the entrepreneurs in the pickleball world because we're serial entrepreneurs. And then that was like, well, if you're going to have a book, you might as well have a podcast to talk about your book. But then, the book fell to the wayside just because, like I said, 80 hours a week gets a little bit overwhelming sometimes, and the podcast was just easy and it was fun.
Right. Right. For some reason, I thought the podcast came first and the other stuff came after, but it's the podcast that came last. The other stuff came first.
Well, yeah, kind of in the same
but see
they're
when
still
we
period,
coming.
though.
when we say first and last, that's still within a 7-day window.
Yeah. Yes.
Like there's more things.
Like
Yeah.
it's literally
Oh, we have a business coach, and I don't know how many times we pivoted on different things. You're supposed to stay on a path, and they grow you along that path in all these groups and everything. And we have pivoted so many times in that.
we just like to do everything.
All that happened within a week. It was a big
Yeah.
creative spur for you. That's good. Tell us about the dynamic between the three of you in terms of your show. You have these different segments, right? And you each have your own, I don't want to say your own personality. What do you think each person brings to the show?
I think it's the different generations.
Yeah.
I'm a boomer, as they say.
You're old.
Silent generation.
Old.
The silent generation. Yeah. I was so enamored when we had talking movies. No,
Guy is Gen X.
I am a Gen X.
And I'm a Zennial.
Yep.
So, because I more on the Gen X side, but I'm a Zennial. And then
Millennial.
Paddle Princess is a millennial.
Mhm.
So we have a lot of different takes and views and different opinions on different things.
Different backgrounds prior to
Yeah.
meeting, because she grew up in California and was literally didn't have to do anything in her house. Her dad was a Marine, and I don't know why this is what he turned over to me because she's never been spanked or scolded or yelled at in her whole life. And then
Really?
she is a Texas native, born and bred, and then married a guy in the military, so moved all over the country for a little while. And I grew up on the East Coast in a log cabin on the side of a mountain. So lots of diversity there too. So we
Yeah.
have a lot of different perspectives we bring to the thoughts that we have on the podcast.
Nice. Now, I want to hear the stories of how each of you met. So, Guy and Stephanie first met first, of course, right? Because you've been together longer. How did you two meet?
Well, I met her in court one day. She
It
was
doesn't
she was
sound like
there
it.
for a bad charge. It was a felony.
Stop it. So I was a real estate agent first. And so I would have to go to court for evictions when I was evicting tenants and things like that. And Guy was the constable. He was one of the constables for the court, and so I kind of met him there. I mean, like, I didn't really meet him until like much later on, but I just remember he was really loud. He would walk into the courtroom and
It's
just
a funny
yell really loud
it's a
for
funny way to say professional.
he was just over the top and loud. But yeah, I've known Stephanie. We knew each other. Okay, funny enough, I took tumbling classes
Now let's talk
at
about
her
age.
business when I was in high school. So she has a gymnastics facility that has other children's activities in it. But I took classes with her when I was in high school. So
We blow past that.
I kind of
Say,
knew her
does that
from
make you
there.
feel old?
And then I moved back to Texas and I did real estate for a while. I had 2 children. And then I started really trying to get healthy. And Steph is really great with helping you learn how to be healthy and supplements and essential oils and different meal plans and things like that. So she really helped me and my family out that way. And then we just started hanging out and became really close friends and kind of haven't stopped since.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
love that story. I love how you met stories. Now, Stephanie and Guy, what about you two?
She stalked me for a while. Obviously, I'm an extremely good-looking police officer, and humble. I don't want to forget mentioning that how humble I am. And she stalked me around the city for a long time, and eventually, I just capitulated and gave in.
Does anything about my vibe say that I stalk other people? Zero. She knows you're lying.
Yeah, her business started in a space that was in a workout gym, and then we would just pass each other at the water fountain, and then just a friendship grew out of that, and then a love grew out of the friendship.
Aw.
He makes it sound divorces happened. There was a lot more into that.
Jeez, the dirty laundry is that out there?
Aaron,
It's it's a great love story, but I mean, there was a lot of drama too. But that was almost 30 years ago.
I didn't have to get divorced.
Someone did.
So a lot happened around your business, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our business has been around for 27 years. So it was kind of what brought us to Texas
That's pretty
from
cool.
California. Yeah.
Do you still have it?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so that's the business you two work together at.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I saw the video I saw on TikTok that I absolutely love was Sean Paul pickleball dancing. And then I did not expect you to come out. And then you came out. I'm like, wait, how are those two people in the same place? How did that come
Isn't it
about?
awesome?
My sister and I were traveling, and so we were going to Chicago, and he was like, we got to stop by. And so we got to hang out with him, he's amazing. And you've already interviewed him, right?
Mhm.
He's so amazing. And
He's
was
so amazing.
in person. He's just as genuine and just as kind, and definitely gave us a lot of tips because we were doing a lot of stuff wrong. But yeah, it was a great time. We
Aw.
love seeing people from all over.
I know, right? So, what do you do traveling? Is it for fun with your sister or for?
My sister does cheerleading uniforms, so we go to different cheerleading competitions around the country.
That
We've
kind
been
of
everywhere.
undersells her. She's a major manufacturing rep for a major cheerleading outfit company.
And so we get to travel, and she does not fly, so we started road tripping. But we're not talking about like just little road trips. Like the last road trip we did was 54 hours in the
I was
car.
gonna say, if you went all the way to Chicago, that in itself is a
Yeah,
far
we went to
drive.
Pennsylvania first. So, but we
And we had just like a month prior, the whole family went to
Y'all went to the
Pennsylvania,
East Coast.
North Carolina, New York, Washington, D.C.
but we get to see a lot of nice courts and meet a lot of great people, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it makes it fun.
Where'd you go in North Carolina? Did you go to Raleigh or Charlotte or somewhere else?
Salem, Winston-Salem.
Okay, it's not that far.
Yeah, I run a
between
safety and security business, so I had a customer out there. So, anytime I can take the family out of town on a trip, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do a couple of wrap-up questions. Actually, before I do, so talking about Stephanie's dancing video with Sean Paul, And also just all your dancing videos. I watch every single one of them because
They're so
you're a
awesome.
darn good dancer. She really
Yeah,
is.
she is.
Yeah.
How come I haven't seen Paddle Princess or Guy dancing in these videos?
Well, I use my skills for other things like unboxing. I did an unboxing
Okay.
the other day. That's a skill.
Yeah, great job.
Thank you. It was stationary.
Guy can't stand up or sit down
Listen.
without being in extreme pain. And I don't know that a lot of people know this, but a couple years ago? How many years ago was it that we did Guy's TikTok?
It was like 4 or 5 years ago now.
Guy had a very, very, very popular TikTok channel where he did do some dances.
Yep.
But trying to teach him those dances
20 takes, 20, 30 takes.
And Stefanie and I are like one and done. Like we don't keep going.
I make whatever it is, it is.
And we're just, post it, get it out there. It takes a while with Guy.
That's why I don't do them anymore because it was like a business.
Yeah, we quit. And I
still have like
haven't
100,000 followers.
Like Stefanie is very good at dancing. I mean,
She's a dance teacher.
I'm not horrible, but that's like her thing.
Yeah. That'll be next week. Next week after Thanksgiving.
Maybe we could do one where she teaches me how to do it.
Yeah.
Teach
There
her how
you
to
go.
dougie.
Teach me how to ducky. Like I don't have rhythm. I did mainly like cheer growing up, so my motions landed on a count.
She's selling herself short.
I don't know how to flow.
We also did something called booty fitness,
Mm.
which is like a dance workout, and she used to teach that too. So she's just fine.
Yes. So now I'm going to be looking for a video or 2 or 3.
Mhm.
No, we have to
In
do
the
some
future.
collabs.
They are out there.
Yes. Yes. All right. So a couple of wrap-up questions. If you go back to when you first picked up a paddle, each of you, what would you tell yourself?
Go ahead.
I would tell myself you need to be patient, not only in the game, but patient with the like how long it's going to take to be good. Because I expected to be a lot better now than I am.
I would tell myself the importance of drilling. You need to drill. If you want to be better, that's where it happens.
True. It's no fun though.
It's
not as
not.
much fun as playing.
It's not.
I would say my answer would be you're going to love this. So keep trying.
Stick with it.
Yeah,
Stick with
because
it.
there for a while I got so frustrated and just down because, I mean, when I do something, I like to be good at it. And when I wasn't good at it and I sucked, I didn't want to do it anymore. So I put it down for a while and didn't do it for a couple months until I started going like, okay, no, like you're going to try and you're going to get better and you're going to keep going. So I would just tell myself, you're going to love this. Don't put it down.
I like that, right? Keep going. Keep going. It's going to be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
You'll have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
And you're going to meet some amazing people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're going to watch your husband fall on the net. You know, all of that.
Bless his heart. Yes.
Priceless.
What do you want the listeners to know about your podcast? And where do you think your podcast is going from here in the future?
Go ahead.
I would want our listeners to know that we're just real authentic people, like that just have regular lives, and we get together and we talk on a microphone, and we just want people to laugh. Like, I just love when people laugh. Laughing is my favorite. Now I feel like Elf.
Betty.
Laughing is my favorite.
Smiling's my
I
favorite.
just, I think there's not enough laughter in this world.
I
Mhm.
agree.
And so when we started it, it was just like, we just want it to be fun and wholesome and not about teaching and being the best and just enjoying everybody's like struggles. And also we're just all in different seasons now,
Mhm,
and kind of just everybody getting to see that season and relating with it. Sometimes we don't even talk about pickleball. Like we've done like 2 or 3 episodes where we're like, did we even talk about pickleball? Because sometimes we just end up talking, and it's just about life. So
Everybody wants to connect about that for sure.
What about you?
I think Steph hit the nail on the head. Like, we're freaking hilarious. We talk crap to each other. We talk crap about other people. But for the most part, we're we're here having fun.
Yeah, I think I agree with both of them. We want the laughter and the humor to come through, and people to laugh with us, at us, and maybe even at themselves sometimes, to realize they don't have to take this thing so seriously. And really, for the podcast, my hope is that the person sitting in their car or in their kitchen listening to us, who's been thinking about pickleball, finally takes action and goes and plays pickleball.
I love it. I love it.
I also love getting to share other people's stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love our Pickle Pals segment because there's so many people out there with such unique stories, and I feel like we're giving them a platform similar to, like, their story is, it's either heartfelt or changed them in some way, and I think that giving them that platform, to help other people is something I really love about our podcast and yours.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's true though, right? Some people want to share like what they've been through, and other people want to hear that others are dealing with the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's right.
So it's really helpful. Yeah. Well, thank you all for coming on. So
Thank you for
exciting.
having us.
Yeah, this was super fun. I'm super sorry that there was like some
We're-
drama.
We're-
No, that was all
awesome.
fun.
Like all the drama
Sorry.
happened in 15 seconds.
Of course, lots of fun stuff for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely a story after you shut the Riverside off. Definitely a story you can tell these
Yes.
people.
No, all good. It made
I
me laugh.
tripped
Like,
on the curtain, tore it all down, brought the TV down with me. I'm sorry.
It was awesome. It was
I
awesome.
didn't mean to. I sat on it. Fine.
all right, you all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time when a new episode drops each Saturday. If you like this episode, be sure to leave us a like, and we'll see you out on the courts.